Check, check, 1, 2.
Good to see you.
Hi. Is Jane here? She will be. Good.
That's what. Pause one that day.
Wow. How do you like it?
Did not think there'd be breaking ground, like that there would be.
You thought we were going to make all the invitees start excavating?
Thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you.
Wow, it's a bigger plot of land than I thought.
Josh was saying that the other day. Oh, we got here.
Hey, how you doing?
We'll be opening it. We'll be back for the ribbon cutting. It'll be a nanosecond. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. It's so exciting. It's good. I really wanted to come because it's been so good to work with. And, you know, Okay, folks. I am so excited to be here this morning. It certainly feels wet and rainy, but isn't this a beautiful day? If people want to get in, we can crowd a little bit more, and there's more room in that tent or that tent if you don't have an umbrella. But so it feels good to be close and to be have some muddy feet. So buildings really do matter, but our superpower here in Newton are our people, our residents, the people who choose to work here, the people who give so much to boards and commissions, and this is all about all of you. It's lovely to be a mayor, but I had, compared to all of you, I had almost nothing to do with this, I promise you. So I do want to go back 7 years ago, because I was running for mayor, and Jane Colino handed me this this pin, and January 1st, 2018, writing an inaugural speech, and I had the chutzpah to say, and we're going to build a new senior center. Well, promises made, promises kept, but this is Newton. And in Newton, we have a lot of opinions. Have you noticed that? Should we build a senior center? Where should we build a senior center? Should it be in the building where it had been, or do we need a brand new building? And do you remember we had that thing called the pandemic along the way? That kind of slowed things down a little bit. It's complicated. It took a long time, and bravo, we did it. There are a huge number of people to thank. But first of all, the people to thank is our largest demographic group here in Newton, which are people who are, I'm going to say, 55 plus. It's by far our largest group of people. They have given and given and given to the city. They've made it the city that we are, the community we are. And isn't it lovely that we'll be opening the doors to a building designed specifically for their needs? At one point we were saying spring 2025. At one point we were saying summer 2025. We're settling on the word fall 2025. But I am sure that Josh Morse and Tom Rooney and Alex Valcarce will keep us informed, as they always do, on the exact date. But I hope we'll all be back together for that ribbon cutting. I want to start by thanking, oddly enough, Senator Cindy Cream. The reason why is in 2018, she got an earmark through the State House for $100,000 to help us with the feasibility study. So good things happened with Cindy. Joan Belle Isle and Donna Murphy, they changed over the baton. Where are you, Joan? I saw that. Joan's going to speak in a sec. The Council on Aging is the group who for years now, for decades now, have been advocating for. Thankfully, we had the smarts to listen to Donna and Joan. So it takes some money to do all this. And I am really, really, really grateful to the City Council for voting yes on the funding for this building. I want to
particularly say to former President Susan Albright, who was the president during most of the period. And Susan gave not just her vision and leadership, but she was part of the working group for years as we tried to figure all this out. To Susan Albright in particular, a huge thank you. I want to say thank you to a lot of other city councilors who are here with us. I believe we've got Vicki Danberg and Andrea Kelly and Rick Lipoff and Bill Humphrey and Martha Bixby, David Mickley, Andrea Downs, Stephen Farrell, Pam Wright, Randy Block. Who did I forget? Who did I not see? It's a miracle. I actually saw everybody. Thank you to them. And there are some former city councilors, Brooke Lipsett, John Rice, Chris Markowitz, Jim Cody. Thank you also for your leadership along the way and your help on this. Doug Cornelius is here, who's chair of the Newton Historical Committee. You know, it's hard when you have to take down an attractive building that has memories and has done a lot of good for us to make way for a building that's perfectly designed for our new needs. And that was a hard decision. Thank you for helping lead us through that. So there's been a working group that has met every 2 weeks for 6 years. Oh my gosh. I've mentioned some of them already, but in addition to those I've mentioned, Sandy Butzel, Richard Rasala, Sue Rasala, B. Goldsmith, Norm Meltz, to all of you, persistence matters. I do want to embarrass Dana Hansen for a second. Dana Hansen's right there. She personally put in sweat and tears on this one. She worked in the mayor's office, and she also is now representing a person who lives less than a mile from here, our Congressman Jake Auchincloss. Thank you for both hats that you're wearing. Okay, folks. Jane Colino. There's Jane Colino. Jane was our amazing Director of Senior Services for a really long time, and this was her hope, her dream.
Still is.
Yeah. She spends more time in Maine now, but no surprise, she's here. And boy, she's passed the baton to Mignon Murray right there. You'd be so proud of what Mignon is doing. She's lifting up all your values, Jane, and with a staff that you helped assemble. We're blessed by having both of you. I don't think Bob DeRubis is here. But Parks, Rec, and Culture, Bob DeRubis, Nicole Banks, Nancy Scammon are also part of the team that to seniors and are going to be deeply involved in the Cooper Center. So thank you to all of them. Jeannie Farrelly's there right there. I've got my back to you, and Rue, I apologize. Jeannie Farrelly helped us every step of the way, our ADA coordinator. I want to say thank you to somebody who I don't thank enough, which is Jonathan Yo. Jonathan Yo also lives about a quarter of a mile from here. He's our Chief Operating Officer, and every step of the way on this, Jonathan's been an integral part of it. Thank you. I know. We understand where power really lies. It's okay. So Josh Morse, his deputy commissioner, Alex Valcarce, Tommy Rooney, they're huddled together. We're blessed with people who really listen well, who communicate really well, who build really well, and they build on time and on budget. Bravo to you. And I know your work is still ahead. There are folks from BHA and NV5 here. Would you just wave your hands? Thank you. Oh, you can't do this without amazing architects and amazing, they're called owners, project managers. They thank you. And Melissa happens to be a Newton resident, so that's even better. Thank you to all of you. So let me talk about Audrey Cooper for one sec. Some of us were blessed to know her in person, but all of us for decades and decades and decades to come will know about Audrey. Because she's what all of us want to be. And she's the values of Newton. She gave her professional life to kiddos, working here in our elementary schools. She lifted up in her spare time. She was what she got done. She cared. She helped create a library. She created our first senior center. She brought us together. She was warm. She was beautiful inside and out. She loved this city. She believed in us as a community to do good things, to know each other, to help each other. And it's with such great honor that we can permanently call this the Cooper Center for Active Living. To Marion and David, her daughter and son-in-law, and we've got grandkiddos here. Okay, you guys have to come up, and you're going to have a shovel when we help the, what do we call that, an excavator? We'll help excavate. You had an amazing, I guess it's great-grandmother, and forever you're going to be able to come back and see your great-grandma's name on this building. And if you can be a little bit like her, you're going to be a magnificent adult. I'm going to pass this over to first Joan Belle Isle, then we're going to hear from Mignon, and then we're going to find out what the heck was in that 1938 time capsule. Okay, Joan.
Okay, it's been a long, rocky road to get here, but we're here. And today, rain notwithstanding, is a time for celebration and thanks. We can all be thrilled about what the Cooper Center will be bringing to Newton's older adults. And I'm looking forward to the day when we open and we can welcome back all of the people who've waited so long and all of the folks who are going to be joining us for the first time. So on behalf of the older adults in the city of Newton, for whom this new building will become an important part of our lives, I want to thank the huge number of people who have worked so hard to make the Cooper Center happen. To quote Bette Midler, "Did I ever tell you you're my hero?" We've had a lot of heroes on this journey. starting with the mayor, who made New Cal a priority of her administration and never wavered. Yes, we need help here. Thank you. To John Rice and the Upper Falls community who have adopted us, at least temporarily. Highland. Oh. Mea culpa. To the staff of the Department of Senior Services, who've been juggling as fast as they can to keep delivering services and programs to us from nooks and crannies all over the city. And maybe most important, to Josh Morse and Alex Valcarce and all of the people of the Department of Public Buildings who have guided the Cooper Center through the Byzantine procedural labyrinth that is building buildings in the public sector in the city of Newton. And just as important, maybe more important, are all of the people who have gone to meetings, who have talked to their city councilors, who have contacted the mayor, who have basically made this project happen. You have all been the wind beneath our wings. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to be brief because I want to know what's in that capsule. Welcome. And, you know, this is such an exciting day to be that one step closer to being in the Cooper Center for Active Living. And the Senior Center staff and I, we just cannot wait to open the doors to you all. It's going to be a welcoming, inclusive place where residents can learn and be together and access services. And we are honored to be able to do that and to be part of this process. And I promise when we host you next, we will have a lovely roof and nice warm walls, and we'll all be inside together. Thank you.
Lisa, Dady, hold on one sec, wherever you are. Josh Morse first.
We made it. I will be brief. Just want to share with you a little bit. Shortly after her successful campaign for mayor, and even before she assumed office, Mayor Fuller sat down with me as part of her transition into her new role. She spoke about many of her lofty ambitions that day, but one thing she was crystal clear on was that we were going to build a new senior center. We weren't going to explore it or see if we could make it happen. We were going to make it happen, period. She was determined from day one to deliver on her commitment, and she gave me my marching orders immediately. Mayor Fuller thanked a lot of people, as did Joan and Mignon, and it's too wet today to thank everyone who gave so much of their time and energy into seeing this project through. Thank you, Alex and Tommy. My team were there by my side since day one. I'll thank Jane Colino again because she was my co-conductor for many, many years in many meetings. I'll thank Mignon as well because she had to jump onto that runaway locomotive and join us at our side. The many members of the Design Review Committee, our design team from BH+A and SBA before them who got us started, our owner's project manager NV5 and our general contractor J&J. The members of our working group were instrumental. They each gave more than 1,000 hours of their time to help make this project happen. They were each a steady, calm force, and like so many residents that started as new faces, I am now honored to call them my friends. I also want to thank the residents of Newton. More than 1,000 of you rolled up your sleeves and stayed committed to the cause over many years. Hundreds of meetings, thousands of hours, and we are here today because of our collective and collaborative efforts. This project took time to complete. We lost some friends along the way. Audrey Cooper, Bee's husband Max, Joyce and Ernest Picard, Sandy's husband John, and more. Just like so many others, they invested their time and energy towards making sure this project was successful. I am incredibly grateful. I have never been so professionally and personally invested in any project before. My thanks to everyone who helped make this project happen. I've got more to say, but I'll hold off for the ribbon cutting.
I also want one special thank you, actually, to the residents who live here in Newtonville. This is a big deal to have had the senior center here and to welcome back the new Cooper Center. I want to thank them in particular. Lisa, is it Lisa? Who's, oh, that's not good. Okay, so we have the time capsule. So I'm going to be transparent here. We knew it was going to take a little while to saw the time capsule open. So it did get sawed open in a very safe place. And now we can reveal a little bit of what's in it. We'll do it together. It's pretty cool. So this is only part of it because we had a little trouble getting it all back in. It's from 1938.
I was just going to say, for folks that don't know, this capsule was inserted into the 1938 cornerstone of the Newtonville Branch Library. Thanks to Tommy Rooney behind me, we successfully removed it. Thanks to the folks at Jackson Homes, just open, and so that today wouldn't be super awkward as we hack through a copper box.
So this is what the exterior looked like, and we've put a few of the things back in to reveal right now. I'm going to hand you that, Joan. It includes newspapers from 1938. It includes coins. Let's see if we can show. Okay, remember what was happening in 1938, okay? The big headline is wipes out Czech nation. Ukraine was, by the way, very much in the news in 1938. So that's your big headline. Yeah, if you think we've got it tough now, go back to 1938. It does put things, we've got the Newtonville Improvement Association brochures. We have suggestions for Newton residents that will help save a considerable number of trees in this emergency. To Councilor Julia Malachy, you've picked up the torch. It's from the Newtonville Library Association, because remember, the former building was a branch library that got transformed eventually into a senior center. Anybody know who that is? I have no idea. Well, again, Newton Free Library, as they were opening their branch, their annual report. You should see Jill Mercurio. She just finished her annual report. Just saying, our library is the busiest library in Massachusetts. Just saying. Okay, 100 important books that time period. That'll be fun to go through, don't you think? Some Newtonville homes. So people were caring very much about our built environment. That just dropped out. We'll put it right back in. There we go. And by the way, we're going to put a new time capsule in the new building. So it's a combination of Lisa and Mignon are trying. We're welcome for ideas. So start putting on your hats. Library, a list of their new books. We're trading up. Thank you. Okay. So that's a sample, and there's some, by the way, there were some cool coins. There were buffalo, we've got them. Yeah, how they got it all in. Well, I'm not sure I see the coins, but I believe them. Okay, there were some buffalo nickels. So those are nickels, right? Where's Jonathan Yo? There were, what else? 3 wheat pennies. But it was cool. I suspect Lisa Dady and our friends at Historic Newton will find a way to put this all on display, and we'll let you know where you can go take a look. But that was a blast. We invite as many people who want to try to kind of be behind the shovels without falling into the pit. Anybody who wants to be in this picture, and we'll have 10 people per shovel, and we'll do an official picture. Okay? Oh, here come the coins. The buffalo nickel is pretty special, is my understanding. Okay. But no, we're not going to sell it to invest in the Cooper Center. We're going to keep them. Okay. Right. Okay, here we go. Real seriously, I invite anybody who wants to be part of this picture, just come on up. We'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah, we could do a couple rounds, too.
I'm going to give this to somebody. Aren't you kind?
She's gonna be in the picture. Yeah, that's good.
Anybody and everybody, come on. Be part of this. If you are part of the journey, we need you. Just be careful. Okay?
You need another shovel down there?
Sorry.
Someone with your change.
Wet for a little bit. Hold on one more sec. Anybody else? Wait, come on. We need you. Come around. Okay. There's a lot of paparazzi. Okay, how about we do a 1, 2, 3, and tell you what, don't throw the dirt at them. We'll gently drop it back in, okay? Perfect. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right.
Still building.
There's going to be a second round.
Not for my boy. There you go. Make sure I have the spot.
Yeah, that is a deep pit.
Used to have a basement, so.
Yeah.
Want a picture?
Go around. Just be really careful.
By all means.
Careful with the cord, too.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I don't want to.
Ryan, I'm taking a picture.
I'll take one and send it to you.
Come on.